let's finish up our problem. So, one thing that we did not do is let's rename this sheet because we want to make sure that we've got, always want to name our sheets, so Q1 Viz. So we're done with this one. This was the stuff from question 1, and we'll go here, and this will be for question 2. And question 2 is they wanted, oops, misspelled that. And question 2 was they wanted it broken down by violent versus property crimes. So let's, again, we're going to select crime, hold control, crime rate, and year, just like before. We'll go to show me, and lines, and there we go. So now what we have is we have the crime rate, but we have all the crimes. So let me change the axis once again, year over year. Let's get rid of that. And so what we're going to do now, because I only want to know the violent crimes, we're going to use a filter. And so we're going to grab this violent or property. I'm going to drop it into filters and say just violent, hit OK. And so now it's just showing me the 4 crimes that we put together as violent crimes. Now if I come over here, I can go show filter. And what happens is now I've got my filter over here. I can click on just violent. I can click on just property. And once again, this is just very powerful with Tableau. Being able to do that, that is great. Actually, let's edit that axis because that's crime rate. It should be number of crimes per 100,000 people. So let's fix that. And so now it's fixed, and no matter what I end up choosing, it will take care of it. And so that's like question 2 and 3 all together in the end. So we've added the filter. And let's play around with a couple of other things, useful stuff that we'll see. One of the things I want to do is, if I look at this graph, it goes aggravated assault, robbery, forcible rape, murder, non-negligible homicide. So I'm going to grab robbery and just going to hold the right mouse button and drag it up. And so now it's kind of in the order that it's going there. Why do you do stuff like that? It's just to organize things to make things look a little bit better. Now also, we can click on things and go edit colors. And we can edit the color for each individual one, or we can actually just edit the entire palette. And if we assign the palette, what it does is it automatically, apply, it will automatically assign colors on that palette. Now we can go into right click again, edit colors, and there's a whole bunch of different palettes that you can use, whatever to your heart's content. So we'll just assign the, there we go, summer palette. And so it just puts the colors down. Now, in the problem, when we were talking, what was it? Aggravated assault and robbery. That's what we really wanted to focus on. So it's great that we can put all these colors in here, but if we're actually showing this in a presentation or a report, we want these 2 data sets there, but we don't care as much about them. So what are we going to do? Well, why don't we kind of mute their colors so that these other ones stand out? So if I go in here, we've got Seattle Grays, and so we'll assign that to forcible rape. We'll assign that one to murder, non-negligent homicide, and I apply now. If I go and look at this, these other 2 really jump out when compared to these, because this is what we're focusing on. And in fact, all that green, those 2 greens are too close together. So let's just say I'll make robbery red. And there we go. And so now as I look at this graph, well, that data's there, but this is what my eye is going to be drawn to. This is what I'm going to focus on. And really, if there's data that you're talking about, you really want to draw the eye to the data that you're talking about specifically. It just makes things easier in your reports and presentations. The next thing that we want to talk about is actually something that's very difficult to do cleanly in Excel, and that is annotate points. So if I go and I can look at each of these points, it'll give me all my data. If I go and I right click on that, it brings up a bunch of stuff I can do. And so one of the things I want to do is I want to annotate. So I'm going to annotate the point. And so what that's going to do is it's going to bring up a box, and it's automatically going to go, okay, this is what I think you want it to say, da 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 da. The stuff in the brackets is the actual values of the points. you can have those in or not, and then the rest of the stuff is just text that you can put down. And so, let's see, peak crime rate, or peak crime, year of peak crime. I guess that sounds good. Year of peak crime, and then the crime rate, hit OK, and so it gives you this box. And you can do that here too. Right click and annotate the point. Year of peak crime. This is not something that's easy to do in Excel. It's really easy to do in Tableau, which is nice. This is great for presentations, because a lot of times you're in a presentation, you want to talk about what's happened after the peak and go, hey, look, it's all falling down, it's going great. And so a Tableau makes it really easy to annotate this data on here. And so one last thing we'll talk about is the tooltip. What is a tooltip? See that little box that pops up and says crime, year results, crime rate. That's the tooltip. So if I click over here, I can modify my tooltip. And so right now it's crime, year of crime, year of year, and crime rate. So if I wanted to just, I could change that. So now it just says year instead of year of crime. Or we can completely get rid of it and say, you know, I don't know. Crime doesn't pay. Why not? Doesn't really matter what we're typing in here. And so now you'll see the tooltip comes up, crime doesn't pay, and that's all it says. And this could be useful if you want whatever you're doing with the visualization. And actually, if you don't want people to be able to do that, you can just go to turn off the tooltip. And so when they go to grab things, they're not really, nothing pops up. And so that is it. That's how we would make our visualizations using Tableau. And as I said, this one's get a little bit more set up because you want to get the data in a way that Tableau likes it. But you save so much time doing graphs like this. This would take, you're not going to get something this nice in Excel. Tableau is really good for making those visualizations.